Homeowner taking TriMet to task over a retaining wall that TriMet built next to Milwaukee Light Rail.
All right, it's covered in graffiti, and that property owner says TriMet told him once the trains start running, cleaning up that wall will be his responsibility. Ken Body is there live getting answers. Now, Ken, this doesn't seem right.
Well, the graffiti started showing up late last week, and as you can see, it is quite the eyesore. TriMet says they'll clean it up for now, but if it happens again once light rail starts running, it will be the property owner's responsibility.
I think that TriMet needs to take responsibility since they put this wall up, and I had nothing to say in the design of this wall. They need to come back and clean it in the years ahead.
TriMet says it is going to clean up all this graffiti starting tomorrow, and they will continue to maintain the retaining wall until the Portland to Milwaukee Light Rail starts running next fall. Then it becomes Bill Corti's problem, graffiti and all. Is there any way that you can appeal that process before it actually happens in September of 2015?
Not to my knowledge, no. Unless an agreement's made between TriMet and me.
TriMet built this retaining wall on Corti's property to replace another wall that Corti owned and was responsible for maintaining. TriMet told me the previous wall and stairwell were aging, so the new wall is an improvement and safer. Once light rail starts running, ownership of this wall reverts back to Corti, and the problems, including graffiti, become his. It's part of TriMet's agreement with the city of Milwaukee, so I went to the mayor.
As I mentioned earlier, there was a retaining wall there before, and if that tagging had occurred on his other retaining wall, he'd be responsible for it just as he is now.
I wish they had contacted me before they had their plans finalized. I wish that we could have had a say in this.
The future cleanup of the wall isn't the only issue between Corti and TriMet. Corti says the light rail project has cut off vehicle access to his property, and he's taking TriMet to court. TriMet declined comment on that issue, citing the pending litigation. Now, TriMet is expected to be out here getting the graffiti off this time, starting tomorrow. Meanwhile, Corti says he's talked to his lawyer about future maintenance of that retaining wall. Live in Milwaukee, Ken Body, KOIN 6 News.